There's an estimated 120,000 stray dogs in Thailand's Bangkok and an increasing problem in Thailand's Chiang Mai. Often these stray dogs are left to fend for themselves. It is sad to see these dogs die of starvation or sickness because no one attends them. Also, a significant number of these dogs die due to traffic accidents. Unfortunately, many of these dogs are hit by passing vehicles or even crushed under the wheels of cars while resting in the middle of dark streets. For fear of their own safety, passers-by are often seen throwing stones and bricks to attack these homeless dogs. These thoughtless acts often cause death and serious injuries to the dogs. Although there are organizations and temples doing their part in sheltering some stray dogs, we believe that more can be done. Way too often it happens, dogs which are being kept in shelters are being put to sleep due to overpopulation when there's no adoption for the dogs after a period of time. We, being dog lovers, want to do our part to save these dogs which are at risk of being put to sleep and the rest of the stray dogs out there. We want to provide them with not just a shelter, but a beautifully designed shelter and with the care that they deserve. Our plan is to build a dog resort on an 86,000 square foot tract of land. There will be 12 rooms for accommodations and a huge area for the dogs to freely run, play, mingle, and relax. This will also be beneficial to both the mental and physical health of the dogs. We strongly believe that dogs deserve to be treated well, and we want the dogs to live in a non-hostile, caring, and loving environment where they will be treated with dignity, care, and the respect they deserve. Keeping the dogs healthy is a key priority for us, and thus we will be having an in-house vet on call to attend to any sick dogs, and a quarantine room will also be available to keep sick dogs away from the rest of the dogs. To keep them clean, we will also have a grooming room to trim the hair and nails of the dogs on a regular basis. Here's why this resort is not just another dog shelter like the rest. Usually these abandoned dogs are caged in shelters and is open to occasional visitors who will probably spend a couple of hours viewing the dogs. We felt the well-being and mental health of the dogs are more important, and frequent interactions and care from people are necessary. We want to encourage dog lovers to spend more time with the dogs, to play and interact with them in a clean and nicely designed environment, and not in the dog cages. There will be games and feeding times for the dog lovers to get together. There will be rooms in the resort for the dog lovers to come and stay for days. This way, they will be able to interact with the dogs more than just a couple of hours. It will be a totally different experience for dog lovers that no other place can provide. If you asked, why are we charging for accommodation? Here's why. There will be ongoing costs to keep this resort operating. Costs will include food and toys for the dogs, medicines for the dogs, and other overhead expenses. There are organizations who rely solely on donations. However, most of the time, most organizations cannot keep up with the demanding ongoing cost of running a facility. From this, we have learned that finances will run dry if we depend solely on donations, and thus we will need to find a solution to this problem that all organizations face. In order for our mission to be able to continue for the longest period, we will need to keep this resort self-sustaining, and therefore the need to charge for rooms for accommodations is necessary. Profits made from the resort will be used to fund our operating costs to keep this resort going. Our ultimate goal is to work towards expansion in the future if possible, so that we are able to house more dogs. Let's put our hands together and make this happen.